Good evening, friends. I hope you and your family are safe and well. Last lectures we have discussed about the input tax credit under GST. We will discuss some objectives, exam related questions today, and we will study some further modules also. So let us discuss important tips regarding how to solve online multiple choice question paper. Whenever various kinds of information is there is our subject is Goods and Service Tax Act. Now this particular subject, if you see that various kinds of information, it is a maximum theoretical part also there, practical part also there, and very knowledgeable subject is there, and it is useful for our career point of view, and it is very useful for everyday day-to-day life. Therefore we should know about the study related questions also, because we have an exam. TY/BCom students, they are going to appear 6th semester exam next month, and MCom students, they are going to appear internal and external exam online mode. Even TY/BCom exam also online mode. So you should know about how we will tackle any particular question. If it is online, so they will ask multiple choice questions. Now if I want to set my paper, I will ask the four multiple choice question with the 4 options, and you should select the most appropriate answers. And for that purpose, this lecture is very important and very useful. You should see, you should understand, you have to see, you should write in your notebook also. It is duty and it is your responsibility to write, study regularly this particular subject. Regularly you have to read, regularly you have to understand, then you will understand the concept of GST. GST, it is a vast subject. It is not a we cannot say that it is a simple subject, but it is a simple if you study regularly. GST study is not a one-day study, it is not a one-week study. You should study regularly. You can acquire or gather maximum knowledge. Let us discuss friends. We are going to learn the multiple choice questions in a proper manner. Now first of all, question option 1, 2, 3, 4. You should select among these 4 any one option that we will write here. It is already there. Now see that which of the following taxes have been subsumed in GST. Option 1, central sale tax. Option 2, central excise duty. Option 3, VAT. Option 4, GST. So friends, whenever we will talk about the subsum means that it is cancelled and GST is created. It means all taxes abolish and GST started in our economy. Now, whether which taxes are abolished, which taxes are sub-sum. So we have a list of the sub-sum. Central excise duty, duties of the excise, medicinal and toilet paper preparation, additional duties of the excise, additional duties of the excise about the special importance, textiles, textile products, additional duties of the customs, then special additional duties of the customs, service tax, central surcharges and cesses, central VAT, central sale tax, luxury tax, entry tax, entertainment and amusement tax, tax on advertisement, purchase tax, tax on lotteries, betting and gambling, and state charges, surcharges and cesses. So these are the all are sub-sum. Now in our problem, all are sub-sum. So which one is the best answer? So we have to understand here. Central sale tax. Central sale tax is sub-sum. Central sale tax is sub-sum. Now next is list number 1 of the constitutions, matters in respect of which has the exclusive right to make laws. Now friends, there are total 3 lists under constitutions. List number 1, it is a union list. List number 2, it is a state list. And list number 3, concurrent list. It means central and state government involved. Now this particular question, whenever we will talk about the list number 1, so it is list number 1 belong to central government. Next, on petroleum crude, high speed diesel, motor spirit, commonly known as the petrol, natural gas and aviation tribune fuel. Now option 1, GST is not levied at all. Option 2, GST will be levied from a date to be notified on the recommendation of the GST Council. GST is levied but exempt. Union Finance Minister. Now here option will be option 2. GST will be levied from the date to be notified on the recommendation of the GST Council. So see friends, petroleum, crude oil products, motor spirit, natural gases. Now GST can be levied. Nowadays GST is not applicable for such products, but in the near future GST can be levied after the recommendation of the GST Council. The answer is option 2. The functions of the Goods and Services Network GSTN includes facilitating the registration, forwarding the returns to central and state authority, computation and settlement of the GST, and Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Now you should know about the GSTN. Just let us discuss Goods and Service Tax Network. It is called as a GSTN. Has been set up by the central government as a private company under erstwhile Section 25 of the Companies Act 1956. GST would provide three front-end services to the taxpayer, namely registration, payment, and returns. Besides providing these services to the taxpayer, GSTN would be developed back-end IT modules for 27 states who have opted for the same. The migration of the existing taxpayer started from the November 2016, and GSTN has selected more than 31 ITs and financial technologies companies to be called as a GST Suvidha provider, that is GSPs. GSP would develop application to be used by taxpayer for interacting with the GSTN. Friends, this particular paragraph you should understand first what is exactly meaning of the GSTN. It is set up by the government as a private body as per the Companies Act section 25. They set up this particular company, and this particular company GSTN provides three front-end services to the taxpayer, that is registration, payment, and return. And these particular services provided to the taxpayers, including the around 27 states IT models is there, and under IT models to more than 31 ITs and the ITs financial technology companies are included, and they are providing the GST Suvidha providers. Now our question is, the functions of the goods and service tax, goods and service network include. So what will be the function that you have to decide right now? The function is it is a facilitating for registration, forwarding the returns, and computation of the settlement of the GST. It means it is all of the above. Answer will be all of the above. So answer is answer number 4, because they will provide the facility for registration, payment, and return also. Therefore answer is all of the above. Next, which article of the Constitution outlines the composition and functions of the GST Council? Now friends, you should understand the GST Council. GST Council means what? The President shall, within the 60 days from the date of the commencement of the Constitution Act 2016 101, by order, they form the GST Council. GST Council, they constitute of the council to be called as a Goods and Service Tax Council. This Article 279A of the Constitution was notified came into force with effect from 12th September 2016, and GST Council formed. Here our question is, which article of the Constitution outlines the composition and functions of the GST Council? Article 270, Article 279A, Article 246A, Article 269A. Here answer will be Article 279A. If you see that they are provided this particular article in this particular paragraph. Now next, which country first introduced GST? Option A, America. Option B, France. Option D, Egypt. Option C, Egypt. Option D, Italy. The answer is answer 2. Option 2, that is France. France is the first country who introduced GST. France is the first country who introduced GST. Next, which of the following country follow dual GST model? Brazil, Canada, India, all of the above. So here answer is to Canada. Canada follow dual GST model. And we have also dual GST model. Dual GST model means what? Means GST imposed by central government as well as state government. So we have two GST, state GST and central GST. The dual tax model is there. The central and state both has a right to collect the taxes. Therefore, we can say that it is a dual GST model. Next, who is the chairman of GST Council? Vice President of the India, Union Finance Minister, Leader of Opposition, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. The answer is Union Finance Minister. Now, who is the Union Finance Minister? Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman. She is a Union Finance Minister and she is a chairman of GST Council. GST was the first levied by France in, now which year it was levied? Option A, 1947. Option B, 2001. Option C, 1954. Option D, 1995. The answer is 1954. Next, which of the following products are presently not covered under GST regime? Number 1, alcoholic liquor, petrol, natural gas, aviation turbine fuel. Select the correct answer from the option given below. Option A, 1 and 2. Option B, 2 and 3. Option C, 1, 2 and 4. Option D, 1. So here, friends, alcoholic liquor and petrol, these two products are not covered under GST regime. Next, what is the maximum rate of GST prescribed under CGST Act? Answer 20, 28%, 24%, 40%. The maximum rate is 20%. Which of the following taxes levied on intra-state supply? Intra-state supply. CGST, SGST and UTGST, both A and B, and this option IGST. Here, intra-state supply means what? Supplier supply the goods within the state or within the union territory. It is called intra-state supply. Supplier is living in a particular state and supplying the goods within the state. So it is called as intra-state supply. Say example, Mr. X is belonging to Mumbai. Mr. X supplied the goods to Mr. B, and B is belonging to Pune, and Mumbai and Pune, both the places are situated in the state of Maharashtra. It means they are supplying the goods within the state, therefore it is called intra-state supply. Whenever the intra-state supply is there, so what kind of taxes are to be paid by the supplier? The answer is third, that is CGST and SGST, both A and B. If you are belonging to Union Territory, the UT paid. Suppose any particular person is belonging to Dadra Nagar Haveli. Dadra Nagar Haveli is a Union Territory, and within the Dadra Nagar Haveli, buying and selling is going on. It is considered as an intra-state supply. That time CGST and UTGST. Within the state, CGST, SGST, both A and B is applicable. I hope you understood. 13 number answer. Question: dash is levied on import of goods or services. Option 1 IGST, option 2 CGST, option and SGST, option C CGST and UTGST, none of the above. Answer is one, that is IGST, Integrated Goods and Service Tax. Integrated Goods and Service Tax is applicable whenever the goods import means purchase from outside the country. Suppose any particular person purchase the goods from outside country, the goods who import that particular service recipient or that particular recipient is liable to pay the taxes. And here which GST is applicable? That is IGST applicable. GST is payable by the recipient under reverse charge on option A, sponsorship services, transport of goods by rail, transport of passengers by air, all of the above. Answer will be sponsorship services. Which of the following taxes will be levied on imports? CGST, SGST, IGST, basic custom duty and IGST. Answer is 4 number, that is basic custom duty, that is BCD and IGST. Which of the following supplies of the goods is subject to reverse charge? Silk yarn, cotton yarn, nylon, all of the above. Answer is all of the above. Next, for which of the following goods the supplier of the goods is not allowed to obtain for composition scheme? Option A, ice cream and other edible ice, whether or not containing pan masala, tobacco and manufactured tobacco substitutes, all of the above. The answer is pan masala. Now pan masala not allowed for composition scheme. Now whenever we will talk about the composition scheme, the composition scheme, it is applicable for small businessman composition scheme. It is applicable for small businessman, those who are working. And under composition scheme, if their aggregate turnover is up to 1 crore, aggregate turnover up to 1 crore, then such person is liable under composition scheme. Aggregate turnover up to 1 crore. Aggregate turnover includes all taxable supply, exempt supply, export of goods and services or both, or interstate supply, but excludes central tax, state tax, unitary tax, integrated tax and cesses. The composition scheme, it is applicable to whom? It is applicable those aggregate turnover, those suppliers aggregate turnover less than 1 crore. Such person is eligible for composition scheme. And suppose any particular small businessman belonging to special category states. Special category states means what? These are special category states: Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, Pondicherry, Telangana, Sikkim, Nagaland, Tripura, excluding Uttarakhand. Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, Puducherry, Telangana, Nagaland, Sikkim, Tripura. These states persons, this particular supplier belonging to this particular special category, then if their total turnover less than 75 lakhs, then also such person comes under composition scheme. I hope you understood this. Now let us discuss some further questions. Is a person who's opted for composition scheme eligible for input tax credit? Those who are eligible for composition scheme, those who are opted for composition scheme, they can either they are eligible for input tax credit. Option A, yes. Option B, no. Option C, yes, subject to prior approval of the GST Council. Option D, yes, subject to prior approval of state government or union territory. Now what will be the answer? The answer is option 2. It means no. It means those supplier who are opted composition scheme, they are not eligible for input tax credit. Next, under the GST regime, the composition scheme, which is mainly devised for small taxpayers, provides a concessional rate of tax and filing of monthly return, quarterly return, yearly return, or no return at all. Here, answer will be quarterly return. What is the time of supply of goods liable to tax under reverse charge mechanism? Option A, date of receipt of the goods. Option B, date on which payment is made. Option C, date immediately follow 30 days from the date of issue of invoice by supplier. Option D, earlier of A or B or C. Here answer will be fourth number, that is earlier of A or B or C. Which of the following inward supplies are not eligible for ITC input tax credit in case of a company manufacturing shoes, food and beverages, outdoor catering, health services, all of the above. Answer is all of the above. Is input tax to be reversed in case of the supply of the capital goods? Yes, fully. No. Yes, to extent of the credit taken as reduced by the prescribed percentage or tax on transaction value, whichever is higher. Yes, to the extent of transaction value of the such goods. The answer will be third. Yes, to the extent of the credit taken as reduced by prescribed percentage or the tax on transaction value, whichever is higher. परी बाहेर जा. परी. Credit on input should be availed based on receipts of the goods, receipt of the document, both, either receipts of the documents or receipt of the goods. The answer will be both receipt of the goods and receipt of the documents. The term supply has replaced option A, the term manufacture under Central Excise Act, the term sale of goods under State VAT Act, the term provide or deemed to be provided in case of the service tax law, all of the above. The answer is all of them. Specifies the activities to be treated as a supply even if made without consideration. Option A, Schedule 1 of the CGST Act, Schedule 2 of the CGST Act, Schedule 3 of the CGST Act, all of the above. Answer will be 1, that is Schedule 1 of the CGST Act. So friends, we have discussed the various kinds of objective questions which were related to our topic. Various modules we have discussed about the introduction part, then composition scheme. We have discussed about the input tax credit. These are the things which are very important for exam point of view. You should study hard. Whatever lectures I deliver, it is available in YouTube also. You have to see the YouTube, understand the concept. Without understanding the concept, you cannot write the objectives. Therefore, only focus on the multiple choice lectures. It is not good. You should study the basic concept also. So we will discuss further in our next lecture regarding our GST, and we will discuss various kinds of multiple choice questions and theoretical part which you will get maximum score, and you will understand properly what is the exact models about our GST. Okay, so I will stop here. We will discuss same in our next lecture. Okay, bye.